I'm back. It's been a while, mainly because I've been busy with college and all that good stuff. So I watched some of this video a while back, but I didn't get to finish it. So I'm gonna finish watching it with you guys right now. So without further ado.
Okay, so boom! The scene starts off with Kakashi chewing out Obito because he put up the mission late. This man crouched down over Obito on the floor and said, "What, did you forget what time we were supposed to meet? When you're a full-fledged Shinobi, you have to follow all the rules."
I'm not gonna lie, so when I first saw the Kakashi Chronicles, so Kakashi is one of my favorite characters, but when they showed him, when he was a kid, I'm gonna try to keep this as family friendly as possible, but he was just straight adding like a, you know what I'm saying, like a SOP. I'm just saying like that, so whatever.
Said, "What, did you forget what time we were supposed to meet? When you're a full-fledged Shinobi, you have to follow all the rules."
People get late too, it's not his fault. Things happen. Things happen too, so jeez, give him some slack.
Nigga here. My boy got promoted to Jonin and don't know how to act. Mind you, Obito's actual sensei is Minato. How are you gonna chew me up before my own teacher? Nah, Obito better than me, because I promise you, from this angle, that uppercut to the chin would have been ruthless. Would have clocked that boy mid-sentence. Minato tells them both to pipe down, but Kakashi's still complaining about how he's too nice to Obito and that he's soft. And to further prove Kakashi's point, we see Obito whip out some eye drops and drop them into his eye.
I'm not gonna lie, that's sorry. When I first saw that, that's a terrible way to show that you have dust in your eye too, bro. Come on, bro. No one's believing that. No one's believing that at all.
But Kakashi's still complaining about how he's too nice to Obito and that he's soft. And to further prove Kakashi's point, we see Obito whip out some eye drops and drop them into his eye. Hey, I'm sorry, but I can't be the only one who finds this funny. His whole clan is known for their visual prowess, and his eyes are defective. I know the other clan members be on his head. When it's time to roast, he better not even get, because I promise you, they're gonna point him out and say, "I know you not laughing with them dehydrated Sharingan eyes you got." He's cooked. Rin puts an end to all the bickering, and finally they start heading to the mission. During the walk, Minato reveals that it's Kakashi's first time leading his own squad. So to congratulate him, they all give him gifts. But listen to the way his ungrateful ass accepts them. Yeah, thanks. That dry ass thank you. Nah, give it back. Listen, you don't gotta be jumping for joy or doing backflips, but can I get a little more enthusiasm? Obito had the right idea, because he got him nothing. Bro, look how he got his hand out expecting something.
He over here being ungrateful, yet he expected something from Obito, the same guy he chewed out in front of his crush and his teacher. No, you're not getting anything. You treat a guy like that. And also, this isn't their first mission together, so this isn't going to be the first time Obito has received that treatment from Kakashi. So
something already. Nah, we gotta cut to the next scene. He pissing me off. They finally touch down in the forest, and immediately they feel the presence of their enemy shinobi, so they put their guard up. The hidden mist ninja spot them, but once he realizes that they got the flash with them, he decides to call off the jumper. See, now that's what you call aura. You know you're nice when you got ninjas second guessing their attack plan. Minato touches the ground, and within seconds he's...
Yo, what was that? They're 5 passing, no, they're 3 passing that short amount of time. What was that?
See, now that's what you call second guessing their attack.
What was this, bro?
Plan.
Bro, oh my, he could just went in there, but he could just passed it to him. He could have gone up with the layup.
And Minato touches the ground.
Wait, hold up.
And within seconds, he's able to count out that there's 20 ninjas surrounding him. Kakashi's ready to get his first piece of...
That's another thing about these ninja and Naruto, their senses are off the charts. The minute someone, they know the minute that someone is sneaking up on them or hiding behind a wall, just like that. That always amazes me. And this right here, knowing that there are 20 shinobi, just touches his finger on the ground, just 20 exactly. Being able to count that just amazed me right there. And it's also ridiculous. You have to admit, sometimes it gets a little ridiculous too.
Seconds, he's able to count out that there's 20 ninjas surrounding him. Kakashi's ready to get his first piece of Jonin action, so he demands to go first. But Minato tells him to relax. You are not like that. I'll go first, you watch my back. But before Minato could even finish his sentence, Kakashi's already doing hand signs to boot up his brand new Chidori.
Hey. Hold up.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a 4:55 meeting.
cocky ass goes again. Minato had his hand reached out to stop him, but he really should have popped
bro.
him in his mouth real quick. This like your third day out here. Please take a seat. But to make matters worse, Kakashi decides to challenge Minato talking about some, right now, I'm the captain, not you. And the rules clearly state that the team must obey the captain's orders. Kakashi, shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. This man is really moving like those kids who remind the teacher about the homework.
That's true. I hate those kids, bro. That is true.
With that shit, bro. This man is really moving like those kids.
Keep your mouth shut, bro. No one wants to do that homework. No one wants to do that. So
who remind the teacher about the homework. Wait, Miss Coughlin, the class can't be over. You forgot to give us the homework for today. My nigga, are you serious? Die today! Minato is sick of hearing him talk, so he moves his hand and Kakashi charges in with his Chidori to take them out. Some of the hidden Miss Ninja shadow clones quickly pop out and throw a bunch of kunais at Kakashi, but Minato covers him by throwing a bunch of kunais to the
So all those ninjas were shadow clones? What? All those ninjas that Minato found out they were hiding with shadow clones the whole time?
So he moves his hand and Kakashi charges in with his Chidori to take them out. Some of the hidden Miss Ninja shadow clones quickly pop out and throw a bunch of kunais at Kakashi, but Minato covers him by throwing a bunch of kunais to deflect them. See, now that's a goated sensei right there. Way to put your pride to the side, because I can't lie, I would have still been salty. I'd have let every single one of those kunais and shurikens go right through his chest. Based on the direction that the kunais were thrown from, Kakashi now knows where they are, so he charges right at him. Minato throws a shuriken at this ninja to distract him. Then Kakashi comes running in to put a Chidori right in his face, but this one turned out to be a shadow clone. Kakashi takes out majority of the shadow clones until he gets to number 18. He sloppily runs in to hit him with his Chidori, but right as he raises his arm to deliver the blow, the hidden Miss Ninja swings his blade at Kakashi's torso. For someone so cocky, you'd think he'd try to avoid getting gutted like a fish, but I guess not. The sword comes within inches of slicing Kakashi in half, but the Go Minato pulls up just in time to deflect the sword and save him. He drops Kakashi back off with the others, takes off his bag, then reshifts his focus back to the enemy. Before his bag could even touch the ground, Minato teleports behind him, then puts him to sleep forever. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. This man Minato's teleportation.
Like, who needs instant transmission when you got that? Like, who needs it?
You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. This man Minato's teleportation jutsu. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. This man Minato.
Look at this, bro. He grabbed Kakashi with his right hand. He's bouncing on this guy's foot with his left. Bro, that's unreal right there. That's unreal right there.
Teleportation jutsu is too clean. Ooh, that junk got me excited. It turns out, when Minato ran in to save Kakashi, he also managed to mark the hidden Miss Ninja, which allowed him to teleport to him in the speed of light.
And it's that right there, and also when he put that, I think he also put one of those on Obito when he attacked the, hidden leaf with the Nine Tails. That just shows that Minato has one of the highest IQs in all Naruto, bro. Besides the Shikamaru too, so like.
He also managed to mark the hidden Miss Ninja, which allowed him to teleport to him in the speed of light. Minato regroups with the other three, and of course, they're already arguing. But Minato's done being Mr. Nice Guy, so in short, he tells Kakashi to take the stick out his ass and stop being such a stickler. Then he tells Obito to stop crying like a punk all the time. Obito claps back by saying he just got a little dust in his eye, but Minato's not going. How the hell you get dust in your eyes with them big ass goggles you got on? This boy must think we were born yesterday. Just admit it, you're emotional and you cry a lot. That's fine, you got that Deku build. They eventually set up camp to get some rest, and this is when we learn why Kakashi is such a stickler. To make it short and sweet, his dad offed himself because everyone in the village made fun of him for saving his comrades instead of prioritizing the mission as the rules state. Now I see why Minato told him this information. He obviously wants him to sympathize with Kakashi and the way he acts, but this information could have done a lot of damage if Obito was a different person. Let Kakashi annoy him about the rules again and see if he doesn't get disrespectful. Obito, I told you to stop crying. You're breaking the rule. Oh, like your dad did. Yeah, I guess me and your dad are twins then. Look at you. Now you crying. I guess we all a bunch of rule breakers. Minato and Team Kakashi finally part ways, so Kakashi's in full-on captain mode now.
Oh, those are nice. Hold on one second.
Candace, what's up? I think my daughter's going pro at basketball.
I'll take this.
Could you pick?
While attempted to come.
Now I don't know how old Kakashi was. Wait, let's see.
Minato and Team Kakashi finally.
Now, I don't know how old Kakashi was when he made Jonin.
Twins then. Look at you. Now you crying. I guess we all a bunch of rule breakers. Minato and Team Kakashi.
Now, I don't know how old Kakashi was when he made Jonin, or how old Obito or Rin was when they took this mission. But like the fact is like I would say they're probably like, at least teenagers probably, and they're already taking a mission during the third grade ninja war. So that's just crazy right there too. And now he's actually just trusting to overtake the mission without him. So that shows how much he trusts him.
Kakashi finally part ways, so Kakashi's in full-on captain mode now. While attempting to complete their half of the mission, these two hidden Miss Shinobi spot them from above. They bust out their camouflage jutsu, then try to ambush them by throwing a bunch of sharp bamboo their way. But Obito quickly hits them with a fireball jutsu to counter their attack. So this Bob Ross looking ass ninja jumps down from the trees and guns straight for Kakashi. So Kakashi pulls out his kunais and gets busy. But while Kakashi's up there banging it out with Bob Ross, the Shinobi who camouflaged himself creeped up behind them and knocked out Rin. Kakashi tells them to wait before leaving, but of course they do not. Obito runs in to try and chase them, but Kakashi tells him to stop. Kakashi's traumatized ass tells Obito that they gotta put the mission first, and this would have been the perfect time to bring up his dad, but Obito kept it classy. Well, as classy as he could, because after he decided he's heard enough of Kakashi's mission first speech, he cocks back his fist and gives Kakashi a mean knuckle sandwich, sending him straight to the ground. Ugh, nah, there was a little fire in that punch. I know Kakashi's lip is bleeding under that musty ass mask.
How is man?
Nah, there was a little fire in that punch. I know Kakashi's lip is.
Jeez. How does man's lips get like that? Jeez.
That musty ass mask. That man got that junk on 24/7, 365. I know it stinks. Like, what is the reason? It's a hot summer day, sun shining bright as hell, and he still got it on. What are you hiding under there? Now you think this punch would have knocked some sense into him, but this man is still talking about some. I'm the captain right now. You will obey my decisions, Obito. All team members must obey their captain. Oh my gosh, he swears he's his father. You're not my dad. Obito's tired of hearing this computer talk about being captain over and over again, so he goes to save Rin himself. But not before name dropping the White Fang in hopes of changing Kakashi's mind. He even says, if abandoning the mission makes me less of a shinobi, then I'll just go and crush the so-called real shinobi. Now this was a fire line. It had me hyped up a little bit until I realized the words he said. Crush the who?
Wait, hold on, what?
Until I realized the so-called real shinobi. Now this was abandoning the mission makes me less of a shinobi, then I'll just go and crush the so-called real shinobi. Now this was a fire line. It had me the White Fang in hopes of changing Kakashi's mind. He even says, if abandoning the mission makes me less of a shinobi, then I'll just go and crush the so-called real shinobi. Now this was a fire line. It had me hyped up a little bit until I realized the words he said. Crush the who? Isn't that ironic? Get it? Cause he actually gets crushed.
No, come on, bro.
But anywho, Obito pulls up to where Rin's been taken, but he's too scared to go in. So to hype himself up, his goofy ass starts smacking himself. Hey, I get it though. I used to smack my helmet so hard before a game that my ears used to ring. There's nothing better to get you more psyched for a fight than a little CT. Now, as motivating as these slaps might have been, they did not help his odds at all. As he slaps his fat cheeks, the decibels produced by the impact alerted Bob Ross and Chameleon Man, and now they know he's here. So Mr. Chameleon goes to take care of him. The camera switches angles and we see that Obito is finally ready to go in. But before he can even jump down from the tree, Mr. Chameleon pulls up right behind him and says, "Where we going?" Now I'm not gonna lie, this part had me in tears a little bit. Look at the shock on his face. That man was not ready for any type of action. The hidden Miss Ninja is finally ready to put an end to Obito, so he swings at him with a kunai, but right before he could connect the blow, big man Kakashi pulls up and slices his chest open like a piece of steak. See, this the Kakashi I know and love. He still gets it done, but he knows when to stand up for his comrades. Chameleon Man falls back onto a branch and activates his camouflage jutsu. They try and locate him, but it's no use. Chameleon Man finally makes his move and he successfully sneaks up behind Obito. Before Kakashi could fully turn around to warn him, he slices Kakashi's left eye. Obito begins to cry again, but he soon realizes that it's all up to him. Mr. Chameleon Man tries another sneak attack by charging at him from behind, but right as he's about to drive the kunai into his back, Obito finally awakens his Sharingan and stabs him in the stomach. Yeah, big Uchiha shit. No more crying, only dying. Yeah, nah, you don't even have to tell me. The hidden Miss Shinobi takes 19 seconds to process what just happened and says in the most shocked, surprised voice ever, "Don't Those eyes! Nigga, don't be dumb. I know you seen that big ass Uchiha emblem on his back. You should have been anticipating this. Kakashi's in awe that Obito actually did something useful for once, and Obito's just still there, just holding that pose. Is he scared to pull the kunai out? Is he just trying to look cool? Who knows? That boy even held the pose after the body drop. He made sure y'all got that flick. Now Obito starts rejoicing at the fact he held the pose after the body drop. He made sure y'all
comment first, bro. You got next. Jeez. Bro, look at this, bro. Okay, were you following the rules though? Bro, stop. Just stop, bro.
got that flick. Now Obito starts rejoicing at the fact that his Sharingan finally awakened. But he doesn't even get a...
Another ad, bro? Come on. At least when you're watching YouTube on TV, you can actually return to the video when you
Trust your cool summer mornings before the grandkids arrive to Schleg.
Second to be happy because out of nowhere, Kakashi starts groaning about his left eye. Brother, you are not slick. You was just sitting there quietly a minute ago. You know how many shinobis I've seen lose an arm in this show and laugh? I'm not buying it. See, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you up, somebody always wanna steal your shine. Like, I know it don't hurt that bad, it's just an eye. Just rub some Vaseline on it and you'll be straight, pirate boy. After Obito and Kakashi share a moment, the two of them finally pull up on Bob Ross and try to jump him. But Bob Ross not going out like Chameleon Man. He's about that action. He charges in, but they both dodge his first attack. Then Kakashi blocks the second. He then tries to swing at Kakashi again, but he weaves it. Kakashi then counters with a swing of his own, but it gets blocked and countered. Obito rushes straight towards him, but Bob Ross hits him with this crazy over the head. Even Obito was in shock. Peep his face. But hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Look! This nigga hit the same cold flip that Obito hit on Kakashi during their battle in the Kamui dimension. Well, I'll be damned. Bob Ross tries to take off Obito's head with his two blades, but Obito hits this clean-ass matrix dodge. Kakashi charges in to capitalize off the opening, but Mr. Bob Ross quickly closes his knives in on Kakashi. Before he could slice him, Obito hits this wicked split kick to keep his arm from converging on Kakashi. I don't know what got into Obito, but there ain't no way awakening your Sharingan made him move like this. That nasty move allowed for Kakashi to slice Bob Ross's afro in half. He hits the ground and they both run over to Rin and release her from that Genjutsu. That weak ass sorry Genjutsu, why did it take them 0.5 seconds to get her out of it? Nigga said, release, and Shorty was up like nothing happened. Itachi would be disgusted. They untie Rin and get ready to run to the exit, but Mr. Bobby's still alive. He don't want to box no more. He realized he will get cooked, so in the most crash out fashion, he whips out his Earth style rock breaker jutsu and the cave begins to crumble. Now they're running to the exit and rocks are falling everywhere. As the exit gets closer and closer, a rock falls on Kakashi, knocking him out cold. Obito immediately turns around to help him up, but just as he begins to lift him, a giant boulder comes falling down on his head. In the most selfless act of the episode, Obito throws Kakashi out of harm's way and gets crushed by the boulder. I don't think you realize how crazy this is. Obito just unlocked his Sharingan and now he's Flat Stanley. Sometimes I wish I was capable of being this selfless, because
couldn't you just like grab Kakashi and then just jump out the way? Like, he had Kakashi in his arms and they both jump out the way, like
the boulder. I don't think you realize how crazy this is. Obito just unlocked his Sharingan and now he's Flat Stanley. Sometimes I wish I was capable of being this selfless, because I promise you I would have reached earth-shattering speeds getting to that exit. I know with my instincts I wouldn't have even looked back. Kakashi, Tamagotchi, I don't care, you're getting left. Especially for a dude who's been talking crazy the whole mission. Yeah, no bueno. Say hi to your dad for me when you see him. The debris from the cave falling clears and we see Obito's whole right side completely demolished by a boulder. The both of them are completely torn. Even Kakashi's crying, banging his fist on the floor, talking about something. So what if I'm captain now? So what if I made Jonin? There he go again with that junk, y'all. What form of grieving is this? He is not slick. He's reminding him about his gift. I'm telling you, we've been plotting on Obito's Sharingan this whole time. He had the plan. He just needed the platform. Inevitably, Obito succumbs to the peer pressure and gives Kakashi his left eye. Kakashi fake acting like he don't want to do it when Rin asked him to come quickly, but I know in his head he wanted to run over there and take a seat so fast. Kakashi with his new Sharingan busts out the rubber and gets ready to finish Bob Ross. He then runs in to hit him, but Mr. Ross blocks it and breaks his blade. So he resorts to his last option and boots up his Chidori, but this time it was successful. He goes back to check on Obito, but not a minute after looking at him, a bunch of other hidden mist ninjas show up and set off a jutsu that causes a whole bunch of rocks to cover Obito's body. Now Kakashi's left face to face with damn near 30 shinobi. He tells Rin to go try trying to be heroic, talking about something. I told Obito I'd protect you even if it kills me. But knowing what I know now, I just had to give him the meanest side eye and keep it pushing. The hidden Miss Ninjas don't even wait for their heart-to-heart to finish and charge in to finish both of them.
Spoilers, so I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna leave it, bro.
But the next thing we see is Kakashi opening his eyes, laying next to Minato. Turns out the kunai he gave Kakashi had a mark on it, so Minato teleported to them and clapped all the hidden Miss Shinobi. I would give him more props for this, but just like his son, you pulled up a little bit too late, buddy. Overall, a very slept on mini arc slash backstory. Kakashi really botched this mission in so many ways, but he's still my guy, and I can't be mad because he got a Sharingan out of it. Rin lost the 0.5 respect I had for her by confessing her love for Kakashi 5 minutes after Obito just died, and Obito proved himself to be a worthy shinobi, even though we all know what happens to him next.
I don't.
I don't really want to.
I'm watching Shippuden right now, and I still don't understand the connection between Obito and Madara. Because first they call him Toby, then he reveals that he's Madara, and now later on you're gonna find out that he's Obito. I don't understand that at all. So I'm just waiting for that episode to come up. But thank you all for watching. If there's a video you want me to react to, just be sure to put it in the comments. And I'll try to be back soon with another video. So, peace.